So let's get into this because I don't have much time for this. But that game last night was the worst game ever. It was brutally bad from start to finish. Nobody can get it together. It was like two trash cans banging against each other, spreading manure all over the field. And nobody wanted to win that game last night. In war, there's a saying in war, right? The side that makes the least amount of mistakes wins, right? And that was the case last night because if we really analyze this game, right, it's just so brutal. First of all, right, we start out the first 3 minutes of the game, and I'm trying to listen to that goof Troy Aikman talk, but I can't because they got a Spanish live feed going on in the background for like the first drive. Like I'm like, who am I listening? What language am I listening to this right now? Right? What's going on? Why is there a Spanish dude talking over Troy Aikman? Right? Which was probably better off because I don't like Troy Aikman anyway. But then it only goes downhill from there because every team just out mistake the other team, right? So I don't understand what was going on. You had players just randomly fall down for no reason without getting touched, right? So you had the one player from Washington, he just falls down and then he crawls 4 yards without getting touched, right? So then as soon as he gets touched, the referees grab the ball and move him back to where he fell down, right? But that wasn't good enough. They went to check the replay. They were like, the headquarters called them up and said, hey, listen, Goofs, you placed the ball in the wrong spot. So the referee went to go check it, and then he still placed it in the wrong spot. I don't understand how that wasn't a first down. If you saw the game, you'll know what I'm talking about, right? You had random players falling down, right? You had all types of penalties at the wrong time, right? You had bad play calling, like, for instance, the last 4 minutes of the game, I don't know why we're throwing the ball when we should be running the clock down, and at the very least making the Giants, the East Rutherford Giants, burn down their timeouts. But no, we want to throw the ball and inevitably throw an interception, right? So then the Giants allow them to march right back down the field, and they're throwing the ball in the middle of the field instead of throwing the ball so the receiver can catch it, run out of bounds, and stop the clock, right? So that all that nonsense was going on. I mean, I can just go on and on about how bad this game was. It's just so terrible. I'm like, what is going on right now? Injuries. That's a shame. Like I don't like to see injuries, but I'm not going to cry about it either. So whatever. But the game was just brutally bad, but entertaining nonetheless. I just love sitting back watching two really bad teams just go at each other and just out mistake each other is so great. So it's funny, like the faces on Giants fans, I could see it, right? It's like they win the game, but no, it's not good enough. Right? The Washington, right? Like Washington was like, here, you can have the game, the Giants. All right, you can have this game, and then the Giants were like, no, here, hold my beer. I'll let you win the game, right? I'll let you take that W. But how does that happen? Like, how does a guy go off sides, right? Because you knew it was going to happen, right? So the two goes off sides off a missed penalty kick. I'm thinking about real soccer, not fake NFL American. I mean, real football, not fake American football. As I said, penalty kick, but he goes for the field goal, right? Hey, don't rip me for using another sport to describe another sport, right? That irritates me though. Like, don't describe football plays as if you were playing baseball. I don't like that. Anyway. So he goes for the field goal and he misses it, and inevitably, like, the flag comes out. You knew it couldn't be it. Like, anytime something like that happens, you just have to hold your breath and make sure there's no flags. But of course, there was a flag, and then you just knew that he was going to make the second kick. But then when the ball goes up, you think it's about to go out, and you're like, oh, he missed it again. But then it curved back in, and the Washington USC, this This video is just my mind. See, my mind is in a different dimension right now. My mind is moving at 1,000 miles an hour. My mouth can't keep up with it. It's like the Flash and Quicksilver for all you comic book geeks out there. Like the Flash, he can move at the speed of light, and Quicksilver is only the speed of sound. So that's what's going on. My mind is the speed of light, and my mouth is the speed of sound. Anyway. The Washington USC, who is it? USC, the USC Trojan no-name football team, right? So, what was my point? I don't know what my point was. There's just so many mistakes. There's just too much. There's just too much nonsense coming at me at one time. I can't figure it out. I can't sort it out. It's just a complete disaster going on right now in my mind. But yeah, terrible, terrible game. All right. Also, if they would have played. If any of those two teams would have played any other 30 teams in the league, they would have lost. That would have been a W. That would have been an L for both teams. All right, so just so you know that. But so I guess somebody had to win, right? Somebody had to win. But I sit back and I smile like Arlington Cowboy fans and Philadelphia Eagles fans are sitting back smiling because we know that there's no chance. There's absolutely no chance that either of those teams are going to win the division. I mean, it only gets worse from here for those two teams. So that's pretty great. So I'm happy about that. So I'm just smiling. The sun is out. But we're going to do something fun today. I'm going to really get into the future. What I got here is I got the Philadelphia tarot cards. I got the Philadelphia tarot cards going. So we're going to see how this game's going to play out with Washington. See, I'm still thinking about that stupid game last night with the 49ers. Yeah, with the 49ers, we're going to see what's going to happen for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to ask the mystics and the spirits and stuff like that what's going to happen. Give you a little insight so you can do a little gambling and throw a little scratch my way when you win. But first, let me just let you know I do have my rose quartz to bring in the love. All right, marker ball. I got my marker ball. All right, and I got my little pyramid, my little pyramid stick here, my little witch and wizard. I'm gonna put a spell on all you haters out there. All right, all you haters that hate me or watch this, I just put a spell on you. May you be miserable for the rest of the day. All right, so there you go. Oh, I forgot my smudge. I gotta get that negative. First, I'm gonna spray my face because that game was such a. That game was such a disaster. Like right now, I gotta get all that negative gameplay out of my face. So anyway, let's see. Let's see what the cards have to say about the Philadelphia Eagles. All right, the Philadelphia Eagles this Sunday. What's gonna happen? Give it to me. Give me the goods. Let me know. Let the people know. Let the people know what's gonna happen on Sunday. Are we gonna come out with a big dub? Now I know we are. But I'm gonna ask the frequency spirits to help guide me on my bets. Like what's gonna happen? Oh, one fell out. What is it? What could it be? One fell out. Temperance. Right? The temperance card. Now that's Joel Embiid right there. It's Joel Embiid, but it is the temperance card. All right. So that should help you out. I'm not looking it up and telling you what it means. Look it up yourself. Temperance tarot card. Okay? So I'm going to interpret that as something extremely good right now. Like I will twist it around. I'll make it good. So my prediction, where's my chalk at? My prediction for this coming Sunday. All right, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to come out with a win. We will be in sole possession, undefeated again for a second week. So what's the score going to be? Now, I'm going to use logic right now. I'm going to use logic on this. Now, I'm going to assume that the 49ers are better than the Falcons, right? So I'm not going to guess 100 and what, like 104 last week. I will guess 87 to 49. That will be the score. Mark it in. Call your bookies. Call up down there at the Sugar House Casino over in Philadelphia. Place your bets. Alpha 3 is out. Send it.